If it's allowed to be that way, it stays that way. That's all I got to say. So if you ask questions of these guys are making, fire away.
Coach, it was a typical game with Dallas, I guess, but not typical for you guys in the playoffs. You broke a couple records tonight, got again past the first round for the first time since 2002.
Good. That's a good stat. Well, I knew that, but I wasn't saying anything to these guys. I knew that because I heard that when I got here. So.
Your message to the team, you said before the game, was to keep them kind of even-keeled, though. Was that, do you think, a little bit something in play tonight?
I think it got it through there. I mean, it's an emotional game. They make it that way. They basically foul on every play, and you know it's a good strategy because it doesn't get called when you play that way. That's their style. That's who they are, and I thought we played through it. I basically tried to do most of the talking to the officials for our players. It got a little hard, but I think they can comment to that. I just thought that we had a lot of things happen that we kind of have learned over the last month. Maybe when we finally had a group together to get through.
Coach, what does it mean for the poise and determination of your team moving forward to get through this game, the physicality, the mental challenge of it all?
I don't know. I mean, I think that when you are trying to build something, there are steps you have to take, and a game like this is a major step because, as you said, Ava, we had to win a game in the playoffs to get to the next round. Number two is that your team needs to figure out. I mean, we didn't shoot the ball great, but we played great defense. I mean, we held them to like 33% from the floor, and in general, playoff games are more physical, more things are allowed to happen, and if you can fight through that and still keep your defensive presence about you, it was great. And I think the other thing is we got so many big offensive rebounds tonight, and I think that's a huge growth thing in your team. I think we ended up with 20, and that's a sign that we embraced how the game was being played.
Coach, you've had some tough road losses to New York on the
We don't even know if we're playing New York yet. And so, I mean, you can ask about New York, but we don't know if that's who we're playing yet.
I just say off the top of your head, just from that, with some keys that you're going to use to prepare if New York comes up in the future.
Well, I'm not going to tell you all the things we would do. I mean, I think you'd have to play as hard as we did tonight. I think you have to be locked in on defensive scouting reports to, the idea is that you're playing against great players. You want to make them feel uncomfortable. Players are going to make shots. There's really good players throughout the league. New York has, many of them. But, you just want to make sure that what they do under duress, and that we come down and execute on the other end, like we did, in these stretches tonight.
No disrespect to you, Coach, but this for the players. How important was this win to you all tonight, and how are you guys going to use it going forward?
Don't all speak at once.
It's very important to me because I know what it feels like to make a deep run in the playoffs, and I want to have that feeling again. I think it was after the Minnesota game, our last regular season game. Those are the environments that you want to be in, and it's fun, and I want this team to have fun and know what it feels like to make a run and play as hard as you can and see what happens, because when it's playoff time, anything can happen. Anybody can beat anyone in this league on any given day, and I think we proved that today. I don't think very many people chose us to win, but I think that our growth, we're coming along, and we're believing in the system, and we're believing in one another, and when you do that, anything's possible.
Emma, what was it about the defense, especially in the third quarter, that kind of changed the tide of the game? It was tied at halftime. They made that push in the second quarter, but in that third quarter, what was the difference on the defensive side?
We just know that we have to be aggressive against this team, so during halftime we have to refresh that and just try to not make too many mix-ups and mistakes in defense, and just wanted to beat them really hard. We knew that they were going to come out more aggressive, and their individual players going to attack the rim way more. So I think I'm glad that we didn't lose our heads because they played so aggressive and.
Even though her head about got taken off.
Kristi, you
struggled the last couple of times you played them, and today you took a lot of shots. Was that part of your strategy, just to kind of be a little more aggressive today, get more looks?
Yeah, I'm not here to be passive.
Yeah.
If I'm a shooter, I'm gonna shoot it.
And she has a coach who will yell at her if she doesn't shoot.
Yeah, I mean, I know I need to be aggressive, especially now in this playoff, format, and it's just good for our team, and that's like all of us. We all need to be aggressive. We all, we can't pass up shots, so whether it goes in or not, if it's the right shot, then it's the right play to make. And so, for me, obviously can shoot way better. I know I can shoot way better, but that's the beauty of this game, and moving forward, we won with our defense, so we know our offense can improve, and we will shoot the ball better. I will, and the team collectively. But for us, we just have to rely on our defense, and that needs to be our main focus moving forward.
Kristi, what aspect of the game have you shared with the team in terms of what it takes to make a deep run in the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, I spoke about it after the Minnesota game, and I think we had really good spurts, and we had lulls, and I think you can use them as a measuring stick just because they are the #1 overall team and they've been there. So, we spoke on, how hard you have to play for 40 minutes, how defensive-minded you have to be for 40 minutes, and then offensively just play and not overthink things and just, have fun and enjoy the moment. But, I think this team is really just buying into what all of us have been saying and preaching, and that's to play hard for 40 minutes, get on the boards, and run. And when we do that, like you said before, we can do anything because we have the pieces, and it's good that we're all now playing with one another again. We've had our highs and lows, our adversity with people in and out, but now's a good time to really get on a roll.
Kristi, you played with two dominant offensive players in Emma and Elena, but you're forced tonight for first time I can ever remember. What do you think you three specifically will take from how you were able to gel on offense into future games?
Yeah, I mean, we gotta watch film. I mean, we need to see how people are playing us, where our advantages are, and not forget the other two that are on the floor with us also. They're a big part of what we do offensively just because, you gotta kind of pick your poison with certain things and find your right spacing and mismatches. I think so long as, we stay aggressive, us three and collectively, we'll be okay. The ball's gonna go in the hole. As long as we keep defending, that's really where us three need to put our main focus on, is getting stops. Because when we get stops, we can run, play the open floor, and that's when we're at our best.
All right, wing players are coming.
Allow me to say something to open if you don't want to say.